feel like it's crooked, but like, this is changing all the time. I'm not a professional. I'm off to see my friend Brittany in Reno. I'm so excited. Like most of my friends, I have not seen her in like, God, almost 2 years or something, maybe? I don't know, a long time. Had a good night's sleep. I think this whole trip has just really made me appreciate beds. They're just nice. Beds are nice. So I had a good night's sleep last night. I'm feeling refreshed. Had a shower. Got all that sand off of my fucking body. I'm on my way to Reno now. I tried to get coffee at this little cafe. Tiny little Winnemucca cafe. I saw they had a matcha latte and I was like, you know, maybe a tea would be better for me. I've only recently started drinking coffee again. And yesterday I had a breakdown, nearly had a panic attack, so maybe it's good if I have a little less caffeine today. So I ordered their matcha coconut milk latte. I ordered a little egg and cheese breakfast sandwich, and both were pretty bad. The matcha tasted like it was old. Did not taste fresh at all. The sandwich like just didn't have any butter on it, which is one of my pet peeves, and the egg was overcooked. It was just not good, so I ate like less than half of it. Oh no, there's a fire. Is that a fire? Interesting. Wait, okay, hold on. Is that a fire? What's going on? Oh, it sure is. It's like a little one. So, that's some fire department people. So, okay, look, let's hope it doesn't jump the freeway. You got this. I believe in you. Oh shit, man. That's getting there. Okay. Goddamn. Okay, there's another car. There's another helper. Okay, well, the world's on fire. Okay, well, I hope that everyone's okay. I hope it's okay. I hope everyone's okay. It looked like it was smallish. Anyways, the bad food, bad matcha. You know, now that I think about it, there was no music playing, and there weren't any people there. I think that's a bad sign. If you go into a cafe and there's no music or people, I think that's a warning sign. I think that's a red flag. So that was gross. And I went and I got gas, and then I noticed that I was at a Flying J station, which I have discovered Flying J's are usually pretty legit. Like, they have a big variety of stuff. So I went in and I got a coffee that tastes leaps and bounds better than the matcha. It's still kind of burnt tasting. My problem is I really like dark, bold coffees, and those are hard to perfect. A lot of times they can end up tasting burnt if you don't know what you're doing. So that's a little bit what's happening here, but it still tastes pretty fresh, which is nice. There was this, I think he was a trucker dude. He had like an ID. He saw me going for one of the coffee machines, and he was like, no, get this one. This one's fresher. They grind your beans. It was like some fancy ass technology shit I didn't understand, and I got it, and it did definitely taste fresher than most like truck stop gas station coffee. So he was right. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I got a granola bar. I randomly found a patch, a Nevada patch. Look at that. This drive today is only 2.5 hours, which is really nice. My drive tomorrow is only 1 hour, and then the next day I think it's about an hour and a half or something. So I'm done with all of the big driving. I'm getting so tired of driving. It's really jarring to do this trip in general, honestly, but it is such a strange experience to drive this much after not driving hardly at all for the past year and a half. When I say I didn't leave my home, I really didn't leave my home. I literally would just go to get groceries, and I would try to space that out every 2-ish weeks. And everything else, my school was online, my work was online. I didn't have any friends to go see for the most part. That's about it. I'd pick up my medication from the CVS window. Sometimes I'd go inside for a hot second if I needed like contact solution or toilet paper or something. Oh, you know what I was watching last night? I was watching Bewitched, and I remember watching it a little bit as a kid, not a whole lot, and I love witchy stuff, and I also really love 60s and 70s fashion. So that was the main reason I was watching it, honestly. Oh man, there's some cute outfits she has. But it was kind of funny. I was pleasantly surprised. There were definitely some weird things about it. I kind of think her husband is a little bit of a dick, and and I think it's strange she wants to be a housewife, but also she's a witch, so I guess, you always want what you can't have or something like that. But they only have a couple seasons on there, so maybe I'll binge watch all of Bewitched one of these days. That'd be cool. Get some outfit inspiration. God, I just love clothes. And I miss wearing clothes. That sounds weird. I wear clothes. I'm not naked all the time. What I mean is, I miss having reasons to wear cute clothes instead of just sitting in my home. I would sometimes force myself to look cute and like wear normal clothes that weren't just sweats and put on makeup, because it would make me feel a little better sometimes, a little more put together and more like I'm doing something with my life, because honestly, fashion is really important to me. I just love thrifting, I love vintage clothes, I love putting outfits together. So it's a big bummer when you're just staying home alone all day and you don't have any reason to go out. You can't go out, you can't put on cute things. And even with this trip, it's been a little hard because I've been having to wear comfortable things to drive in. I've been hiking a lot and going outdoors a lot, so you need something not so nice. I'm wearing a nice dress today because we're going out tonight, but I'm excited to just dress up again and have all my clothes in one place and not just thrown all over the place in my car. There's so much construction on 80. Oh my god. I feel like every 5 miles there's some construction and it doesn't even look like they're doing anything. They're just closing off lanes for some reason. Why is this happening? And then you have to go 55. There's just cones and cones and cones. Go to the left lane. We're not telling you why. Does it look like anyone's here and working on anything? No, of course not. It's just we're blocking off this road for some reason. Why are they doing this? There's gotta be a reason. It doesn't look like anything's being done. Why are you blocking this road, man? I do feel a little better than I did yesterday. I think after a good night's sleep, a shower, and food in my stomach, being excited about seeing my friends, and knowing this trip is almost over, I think that helped a lot. Am I still like terrified of the future, and if I think about it too much I'll break down? Yeah, totally. Who knows? Right now I'm in the moment of just ready for this to be over, ready to spend time with people I care about and have a good time with them and not be alone, but also I like being alone. I don't know. Podcast yesterday, as I do. Something the guy said kind of stuck with me, and I don't remember what transit he was talking about or whatever, but he was kind of talking about astrology as a whole, or beliefs as a whole, I guess. He kind of said, when you look at these big things in your life that happen, these big events, these big realizations, big life-changing things, when you distill them down into lessons or overarching values, and then when you look at small situations and kind of blow them up into something bigger, to where both these small situations and these big situations kind of are in balance with each other, that's when you find power And that's a lot about what astrology itself is about. And I don't know if I'm saying that right at all, but it got me thinking a lot about romanticism and my own identity as somebody who looks for metaphors and looks for themes. I kind of thought about that because I think that that's a good description of what that romanticism, childlike wisdom, whatever you want to call it, is looking at everything as a whole, not just assigning meaning to it, but finding the meaning in it from all sides, whether it's big or small. I kind of was thinking about it again, and I was thinking about how that's when I truly feel like myself, or like powerful, or connected with the earth and with people around me, is when I do feed into that a little bit. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, and I think that's why I gravitate towards astrology too, because it does give more meaning to the things around me, more of a purpose almost, and an understanding of people, of the universe, of whatever. And I think I've lost that. I've talked about this. I've lost a lot of that. I've been kind of afraid to be like that, of being judged, of feeling kind of like too extreme of a person, when I already have extremes about me, because my moods shift all the time. That's a huge thing with me. I feel very intensely about almost everything. And to feed into that can kind of sometimes make me feel like I'm not going to be accepted, or that's not a good way to think, or I'm just being silly. I don't know where I'm going with this, except that I liked what that guy said, and it made me think about what I've already been thinking about. I just want that part of myself to be nurtured again. I want to write poetry again about these things, and I want to make art about these things and not be afraid to. I think that art making and the process of creating is how I understand things. Within that, the way I approach it is that romanticism, is that overarching, looking down at things way. It isn't like me looking at hard and fast reality necessarily. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't make things that are realistic. I make things that are realistic in the mind, that make sense of the human mind, I feel like. Experiences rather than hard and fast truth, but there's truth in it. It's just truth wrapped up in something metaphorical, or almost prettier, but not necessarily. Wrapped up in something more visceral, I guess, and putting something on top of something that's realistic. I don't know. And that's kind of what astrology is to me. Categorizing things in a way, and looking at concepts, and looking at, I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I'm just ready for this trip to be over. I think that that's it. I think my brain is just a little bit fried. I think I have a lot to think about in my life right now. So I'm kind of thinking about all the things, not really knowing whatever true answer there is for me to achieve all I want to achieve and be all I want to be. There's a lot of hopelessness associated with that right now, with the world right now for me. Just want to have that again. I don't really know how to get it. That's when I feel the most alive, and when I feel the most myself, and the most connected to the world and the people around me. I don't feel like it's unrealistic. I don't feel like it's bad, because the way I do it and the way I approach it is with compassion, and with, I don't think there's a problem with romanticization necessarily. I think that there can be a problem with idealism and choosing not to look at the hardships, or choosing to be unrealistic about the things that are and aren't going on. I think that that can pose a problem. The good news is it's less smoky today. You can totally tell. At least it's less smoky over here. There's still like a little bit of a tinge in the air. I think you can probably see it out the window right there. I feel a little less stuffed up than I was yesterday, probably because I slept in a hotel room. I'm still feeling a little bit congested, and my headache is gone. My eyes are still really dry. Man, I need to stop going on these tangents because I already have too much footage from this trip. I'm not going to know what to do with it. It's going to be like a 20-part series. Okay, well, I'm in Nevada. I'm 48 minutes away. Probably going to go listen to more astrology podcasts.